Hello everyone, I'm Alicia and welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. So in my last video I opened up the Czech Beads exclusive monthly subscription box with you guys. It was the August 2018 box and the name of the box was The Spirit of Nature. There was a lot of amazing things in this box. Now if you're watching this video and it's still August 2018, you can still go to their website and order this same exact box. But if you're watching this video and it's no longer August, what you can do is buy the materials to make this pendant individually. And I will give you the product codes that you will need to do that. And the good thing about doing it that way is you will be able to get different color pendants. This pendant here comes in different colors. It's actually silver. Might be hard to see by the camera, but it's actually silver with a gold patina over it. It's really neat. And I went online and I looked at the other ones they had, and they have this in so many different colors. They also have the cabochons in different colors and the beads, so you can get several different colors. And I actually thought that this pendant would also make a really cool earring, so you could get a pair and make earrings with this. So like I said, I will give you the product codes. I'm probably going to put it down there in the description bar, and this is going to be a really neat project. I'm really looking forward to doing this with you guys, so keep watching and I will tell you everything you will need. Here is the list of materials you will need to make a necklace. You will need to cut 3 feet of 8-pound fireline. You will also need a size 10 beading needle. You will need a triangle pendant, and right here is the code for that. It's 34317. And I already glued my cab into this last night. I'm also using these 10mm Czech cabochons. The product code is 34790. I'm also using the gold feather. Right here it is. I'm using 7 feathers. And the product code for that is 38585. And I'm also using 4mm Czech fire polish beads. And the product code for this is 33463. And I'm also using 10 Czech seed beads, and the product code for this is 39148. And the last thing I'm using is the 15mm Czech owls. I'm using 8 of them, and the product code is 31729. I'm actually using the owls in the necklace. This is the necklace that I have strung up. I'm not totally sure if I'm going to go with this or not. I want to put the pendant on it to see what it's going to be like. But the pendant will be right here between these two Czech fire polish beads. Okay, so this is the list of materials, and I will also put the product codes for the materials down there in the description bar. A lot of you might already have these two things here. It would just be the feathers, the pendant, and the cab you might need to get. So it's very cheap and inexpensive, and I would love to have this as a pair of earrings. It would be so cool. Okay, so I'm going to put everything you will need down there in the description bar below the video. Let's get started. I just wanted to show you guys real quick. Do you remember these cabs came in the box with these findings? Well, I did glue them in here, and I really love these earrings. They're so cute. And I told you that I thought about taking delicas and bezeling around the cabs. Well, I was not able to do it because of how this is made. Do you see how close this is, like, soldered right here? Because of that, I'm not able to bezel it because that's kind of in my way, and I have to have my beads here go over the back, so I wasn't able to do that. But it was nice to make something easy for once, because usually I like to do, you know, extravagant things. So it was nice to just be able to glue 2 cabochons into findings, and they're really pretty. I love the color. So I made those, and now we're going to start this. And I went ahead and I put my 3 feet of 8-pound fireline onto my needle, and I'm going to start by picking up 3 of the 4mm Czech fire polish beads, and then 2 10 seed beads, and then 3 of these again. Slide this down, and then I'm going to do 2 seed beads and 3 of the 4mm again. and 2 seed beads. So now I have this. Okay. I'm going to slide this down, and I'm going to leave a 6-inch tail so I can come back and reinforce it. And what I like to do is go like this, and I find the 6 inches. Okay, so 6 is right here, so then I hold it in this spot. I slide this down, take the needle, pass through all of these beads. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this at one time, but I just go like this. Okay, and then pass through the rest here. Just passing through this twice. See that? So I have 2 thread paths, and let's see. Just gonna pull that little bit there. Okay. And right there's my 6 inch. Okay, so 6 inches is good enough for me to go back, reinforce, and tie knots later. So I'm just gonna pull this tight now, and I'm going to tie a surgeon's knot. So this is what I have. So over and under once, pull that down, and then over and under twice. Okay, now normally I would tie 2 surgeon's knots to be safe, but I don't want to clog up my holes, and I have tails so I can go back and tie knots later and reinforce. So now what I'm going to do is take my needle and pass through this 4mm bead. Now I've only made this pendant twice and taken it apart, so it's going to be kind of hard for me to remember how I did this. So I think what I did is I picked up a seed bead, a 4mm, and I think it's 8 seed beads. Let's see. Okay, there is 8. So that's what I just picked up. I'm going to slide this down. I keep getting caught on my desk. It drives me insane. Okay. And then I'm going to pass back through the first seed bead, but I'm going to go in this direction so that I make a little circle, okay? And I want this circle to slide down. Just like that. I'm going to pick up another 4mm and 1 seed bead. Coming out here, I'm going to skip over this and go in through this one, and if I can, I'll go through the next 2 seed beads. Okay, so just like this. Okay, that's what I have. Pull this tight. Now what I'm going to pick up is 6 10-0 seed beads. 5 and 6. Double check. Always double check to make sure you have the right amount, because I can't tell you how many times the bead has jumped off the needle or an extra one jumped on, and a lot of you have seen it happen to me while I'm filming, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, so I'm gonna go back through these 2, okay, and then I'm gonna go through one of the 4mm, just like this. Pull that through. And now I have another circle, okay? So now I'm going to make this part here again. So pick up one seed bead first, and then this bead. And then 8 10-0s. 6, 7, 8. Double check. Yep. That's right. Slide this down. I'm going to go back through the very first seed bead in this direction, because I have to make a little circle like that. Pick up another 4mm and 1 seed bead. Okay, and then I'm gonna go through, skipping over this one, and I'm gonna go through the next 4mm and through 2 seed beads. Pull that through, pull it tight. So now I have what looks like this. It's really weird and strange looking, isn't it? And if you didn't see the picture at the beginning, you would have no idea what I am making. It looks really weird at first. Okay, and then I have to take my needle and pick up 6 10-ohs. Okay, so that's 6 seed beads. Slide them down, take the needle, pass through these 2 and through the next 4mm. So now I have 2 there and 2 there. So now I'm going to be repeating this again right here. So that's 1 4mm, oops, 1 seed bead, 1 4mm, and 8 seed beads. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double check. Yep. Okay, slide that down. I have to go back through the first seed bead again, making a circle. I have to go in this direction. Just like that. And then pick up a 4mm and 1 seed bead. I love these Czech fire polish beads. They're really pretty color. Okay. So here I am. I'm gonna go through this 4mm and pass out through the 2 11s. Just like that. Okay, so now I have this. So I'm gonna make this again right here. So I have to pick up 6 seed beads. 4, 5, 6. There's my 6. Slide those down. I'm coming out here. I now have to take my needle and pass through that side and pull this tight. Okay, so this is what we should have now. Okay, so we have 3 of these, and then we have 3 of these. So now what I'm gonna do is take my needle, coming out these 2 seed beads, I'm gonna go through 4, just like that, pull it through, don't get caught on anything like I do. I don't know how I did that. Where is the tail? Okay. So now, tighten that circle up. Now I'm going to pop in my pendant. So I am going to zoom in a bit. So I'm right down here, okay? I'm going to put my pendant in like this. And the bail is going to pop over top of that, so it kind of locks onto there. Okay, so now I'm down here working on the back side of this. I'm going to pick up 9 seed beads. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see, is it correct? Yep, 9 seed beads. Coming from here, I'm going to skip over this part, and I'm going to pass through these 2. Okay, Okay. Just like that. Do you see how it's now grabbing our pendant? Okay, now I'm going to do it again. 9 seed beads. Oops. Okay, I had 10. Now I have 9. Coming from here, skipping over this, I'm coming over here. So I have to pass through these two, like this. So we have 2 there and 2 there on the sides, okay? Just like that. Pass through there. So now this strand of beads lays on this side, and then I'm going to do that again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, slide that down. And now I'm back where I started. I'm going to pass through the same 2 again. Just like that. Get my tail out of the way. Okay, and now I'm pulling this tight. So this is what the front of our pendant looks like so far. Okay, so now I have to attach these little circles to the corners so it's really secure. In order to do that, I have to keep the tension tight now as I go. I'm going to take my needle and pass through 2 of the 9 seed beads that we were just going around adding, okay? Sew through 2, just like that. Pull that through. And pick up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And now I'm going to go through this end piece here. So I need to find the center bead. You want to push this over the point. It opens up the circle so you can better see what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to go through this bead here. So I want to have 3 on this side, 3 on that side, and I'm just going to go through the middle one. Okay, just like that. I hope you could see this. It's kind of hard to see. So just to the center, and pull that tight. Everything's going to keep loosening up, so you constantly have to pull it tight. Okay, that little ring of beads will go over the corner and stay there once you get the tension right. And then you're going to pick up 5 seed beads again. Okay, I got my 5. Now, I'm going to count these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want to go through the last 2 right here. Okay, that are right before that. So there should be 5 seed beads in between that you're not going through. So when I pull through and pull that tight, you could see what I'm talking about. See how I went through the 2 there? I skipped over the 5 and I went through those 2. Alright, now what I have to do is sew through these 2. I'm repositioning my needle so I can pick up more beads, and then sew through the next 2. Again, pull everything tight. I'm going to pick up 5 again. And again, I have to go through the center seed bead. So let's see, right there's the middle one. There's 3 there. Is this the center? Yes. Okay, so I want 3 in the sides, 3 on each side, and you're going to sew through the middle one. Or pass through the middle one. Just like that. I'm going to pick up 5 again. Coming out of here, you want to count 5 seed beads. You want to pass through the last 2. Okay, and if you want, you can go ahead, if you can, and pass through the next two that are on the side there. Pull it through, pull it tight. So again, you want 5 seed beads right here that you're not passing through. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. So now I have to pass through 2 more. Just like that. We're getting ready to add more seed beads. Pick up 5. Again, push this ring over the point on our pendant so it opens it up. So I want 3 seed beads on each side, so 1, 2, 3. Here's the middle one, the 4th one. I'm going to pass through that. There we go, and I have 1 more to do. So I'm going to pick up 5 again. I should put my glasses on. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not wearing my glasses. There's 5. I'm going to count 5 seed beads here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I'm going to pass through these 2. Just like that. Alright, now pull everything tight. And you want to push these rings that we made over the corners. And it looks really cool. Isn't that neat? It's cool looking. I like it. I am covering a lot of the metal, but I like how it looks. It's a pretty cool pendant. So I was going to leave it just like this. And then when I got to this point, I'm like, what else can I do to this pendant? Because I feel like it was missing something. So I went back through the subscription box and I remembered the feathers. So now I'm going to show you how to add those. But if you want, you can leave the pendant just like this. You don't have to have the feathers. Okay. Let's see. I need to reposition my needle. So I am right here. I just added these 5. Okay, so I'm going to sew through those there. That's 4. And then I'm going to go through these 5. And then I'm going to go through this seed bead. So right here is the top of the pendant. Okay, and I'm just going to go down through 1 seed bead in the ring here. So another idea I had, instead of doing the feathers, I was thinking, what if I flipped the pendant like this? Instead of attaching this part to the necklace, what if I made seed bead bails here, and then I can put the peacock. There was 2 peacock charms in the subscription box, and I was thinking about putting a peacock charm here. And then I realized that I could do the feathers, so I ended up going with this idea instead. But that's another idea if you want to. You can flip it upside down, make little seed bead bails here, and put the peacock charm here. So to do the feathers, I actually have 2 layers, so I have 4 feathers in the first layer. Let me show you again where I'm coming out of. So I went through those 5, okay, and I went through this seed bead. So where I just went through there, that thread path does not exist. I just made that up, which is, it's fine. It's not causing it to pull strange and, you know, weird directions. It's fine. Okay, so right there I am. Just want to make sure you guys can see that. So now I'm going to be looking at the front of the pendant. I'm going to pick up a seed bead, feather, seed bead, feather. Make sure that you pick them up in the same direction. Seed bead, feather, seed bead, feather, and a seed bead. And I think I lost a seed bead. I'll have to go get more. Okay, just like that. Slide it down. Now we have this. So looking at the pendant, now I'm looking at the back side. So I came out this seed bead, right? Now I'm going to come over here and I have to go through the same seed bead. So I'm going to go through this one, which is the same one, but it's on this side, and I'm going to go through the next one. And I actually have to go around all of these. So I'm going to pull this through and show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like, okay? We're going to add more feathers. We're going to make it really full. So, come on, camera, focus. Okay, so here I am. I'm now going to pass through these two in the circle. Okay. Coming around to the front now. Pass through the next two. And now I'm going to pass through one more. So looking at this, see how I went in here? I went all the way around and I'm coming out here. So there's one seed bead that's going to be in between these two rows of feathers. So lay this back down and pick up, oh, I need my seed beads. I'm going to put these back down here again. Okay, I'm going to pick up a seed bead, a feather. I need to go in this direction. Seed bead, feather, seed bead, feather, and a seed bead. Just like that. Slide that down. Okay, so now I'm coming over here. So right here is where I came out of earlier. I'm going to skip over this seed bead and I'm going to go through these two here. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull it tight and straighten my feathers out. They're kind of flopping all around. Okay. So pulling it tight. This is now what we have. I'm going to zoom in. It's really pretty, isn't it? So now I have to tie my knots. So I do have about a foot of thread left. So what I think I'm going to do is reinforce the feathers and tie my knots in there. So I just added the front row of feathers. And right here, I'm going to go around this little circle of seed beads. I'm going to make my way to the back side. Pass through these here. Pull that tight. Okay, and then I think I'm going to tie my knots right here at the feathers. So I'm going to go around that thread, make a loop, pass through it twice. Just like that. Bring that knot down. And then pass my needle through the feather and the seed bead. And tie another knot here. And then again through the feather and the seed bead. So I'm going to do this through all of the feathers here on the back. I'll come around after I tie all my knots in this row. Go back around this circle of seed beads. Then I'll come into the first row of feather and seed beads and I'll tie my knots there. And And then I'll probably weave up and through here and trim it off. This one here, I'm going to put my needle on here, and I'll just weave through these beads tying some knots. So yeah, or I could put my needle on to this. I could pass through those seed beads right there, make my way into the back, and I can tie knots back here. So it really doesn't matter how you tie the knots. So I'm just going to tie my knots, and when I get done with my knots, I'm going to put a jump ring right there on the top of the pendant, and then I'll just attach it to my necklace. So for my necklace, what I have here is I did 5 seed beads, a 4mm, 5 seed beads, a 4, 5 seed beads, a 4, 5 seed beads, and an owl. And I repeated that, so I have 4 owls on each side, and in the middle, this is where my pendant's going to go. I have 2 4mm side by side and a seed bead there. This will keep my pendant stationary as long as I find a jump ring that is small enough that it won't slide over the 2 larger beads. It'll keep that centered, but that's pretty much what my necklace is going to be like. And I'm going to have to go look for all my crimps and everything because I don't have that. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. I am using the bead stringing wire from the box. That's something I didn't mention. I'm using that too. So I'll finish my necklace up and I'll take a picture and you guys will see how it looks. By the way, you don't have to hang your pendant the same way that I am on the necklace. You can just put it directly onto a gold chain. That would also be pretty. And like I said earlier, this would make a fabulous pair of earrings. So if you guys do end up making a pair of earrings, please post a picture of it on my Facebook page. I would love to see it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and don't forget to click the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And like me on Facebook, and don't forget to share pictures of the jewelry we've made from my videos on my Facebook page, and follow me on Pinterest. Thanks for watching.